Hey, it's MK, and I am back with 31 Days of Cut File Fun, and today I am using this word cluster by Paige Evans. I'm also going to be documenting this pretty cool bandana that we take with us on our camping trips. I also have a bag of mixed ephemera that's Vicki Boutin and I believe Pink Fresh, all that stuff, and then a couple of Vicki Boutin clusters that I'm not sure if they are going to be big enough. I think I accidentally pulled this one out because it was mixed in with the other Vicki Boutin stuff that I have. I have an entire drawer of Vicki Boutin products ever since I started with the storybook collection. At first, I didn't think that her style was going to fit mine because it was a little on the bright side, but yet dark side, if that makes sense. So like she loves to use big, bold colors, but then she doesn't use white. She uses off-white. And so I think that throws me off just a little bit. It also could be all the colors too, because I like a specific color palette that I have noticed I like playing with. So from that paper pad, I picked out a few colors, except for this piece here. I actually picked out from this mixed media paper pad. I don't really know where these paper pads came from. They either came from a big box store or they were gifted to me. So from this one, I thought I would fussy cut out the butterflies. I've got this journaling spot, these words I could play with. I'm not really sure, but I am getting tired of all my layouts becoming very, very wordy, if that makes sense. It seems to me like I have more words on my layout than I do anything else. All right, so I backed my cut file with this Hexagon Gorgeous watercolor, and then I outlined the white with a black pen. I did not want the entire thing to be black, and so I thought after I was done outlining it that it was actually pretty cool looking because it looks like I stitched it, and I did not. So that was a happy surprise. All right, I am going through all of the ephemera. I am not really sure what all I have, but by the time that I am done sifting through the baggie of miscellaneous, I realize that I pulled out the exact same thing. I just didn't have all of them. So I've got 2 storybook ephemeras, and I didn't know that. So I think one came in a kit, so I got partial, and then another one came in the kit I actually purchased from Vicki Boutin. So I ended up with 1.5, just based off of kits and things like that. Same with the paper. I ended up with a lot of paper because they were featured in a lot of kits. Plus, I bought the mini album kit that she was doing when she first came out with the storybook collection. So anyways, going through all of my sticker sheets and ephemera or die cuts, whatever you want to call them, I have no idea the difference, and deciding what I want to use for this layout because I have no idea. It's a layout about a bandana that we take camping with us, and there's only one rule. It's you put everything back once you're done finding it, but it's about nature, and so you pick a square to start with. And it'll tell you to go find 3 seeds from different flowers or trees or whatever. And then once you're done with that, then it tells you how many spaces to move next. And you go around the board until you've collected everything. And so it's just really super fun. We also have a star one that's a nighttime one, and it's about constellations. So that's even cooler. Then I decided to cut out this diagonal, and of course I'm not going to use the pink. I was looking for a bandana looking. I really wanted that green from the bandana, and I wanted it to look like a bandana. And so I was trying, that's the effect that I was going for. But on top of the bandana, we've got seeds and flowers and feathers and little tiny rocks because we didn't want to get big, massively big rocks. We had leaves, everything because of what the bandana tells us to go find. And then, of course, the last square is go put everything back. Don't just throw your trash around. And one of them is pick up 5 pieces of trash and don't put those back. So I just think it's kind of cool. We picked it up in a store a long, long time ago. I mean, I think my oldest daughter was about 5 when I picked it up. And so the other kids have just enjoyed playing with it as well. All right, so behind my diagonal, I decided to take these really cool, I love these swirly flowers, you guys. I don't know what kind of flowers these are, or even if they're a thing. I have no idea. But I just love the swirly bits of the flowers, and I wanted them to peek out from the diagonal. Rather than, at first I was going to have them behind the word cluster. And I thought about it and I was like, no, because the word cluster is pretty colorful and I think the flowers will wash it out. So the next best thing is tuck them behind my little diagonal, which is perfect. I love this design. It's something that I don't usually do very often unless a sketch calls for it or something like that, or a challenge, things like that. So this is not one of my go-to designs. And I kind of struggle with it because it almost seems like it's forced in just a way. I just don't, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where I'm not really sure if I like it or not. All right. So at first, I was going to use this little journaling spot. Sorry, forgot what it was called. That said noted. And then I really wanted to use these stickers. And like I said, words, lots and lots and lots of words. So I went ahead and I covered up the noted with Never Stop Exploring, which I think is pretty cool because this does get my kids to, look around rather than, oh, yep, I saw it all. It's one of those, especially the seeds. You really have to look for seeds. And even my husband got into it where he was like, trying to tell the kids these are seeds, and they just didn't believe him because they looked like dried up flowers. And so it was neat, the things that they learned. And there's 4 of them, and so each of them couldn't bring back the same leaf, so they all had to come back with 3 different leaves, which is kind of cool for our area. Just stuff like that. So going ahead and just gluing everything down. I'm trying not to move it or get it to where, I like the placement, and so I don't want to mess that up. And I do like having the picture tucked in and around the title instead of it just being either behind the title or in front of the title. I thought it was pretty cool. So I fussy cut out this butterfly really fast so you guys didn't watch me. The white border around it was just a bit too much, and I debated about doing that with my flowers and leaves and feathers and things like that, but opted not to do that. But I also cut out the border on this flower too because they just stuck out a little bit too much more than the flowers and the feathers. All right, last little thing that I am going to do to complete this layout is add some splatter. I almost said speckle. Some splatter. And I feel like now that brought everything together. I don't know why, but I absolutely enjoy how it looks now. It seems finished to me. I'm very happy with the layout. I'm shocked at all the color that I put on this layout, even though I tried to stick with the green. But anyways, that is it for today. Be sure to check out Christina's live on Facebook as well and see how she is going to be using this. One of the things that I also forgot to kind of point out quickly is that when I have a word cluster like this, I don't like the overlapping letters, and so I do cut those out instead, and that way it looks like the A is behind the N and the W is behind the A and things like that. I don't like the overlapping portion of it. So anyways, all right, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.